Hello and welcome back to the third episode of Life at Lethwich.
Today we have a special guest on the show.
Once again, we are social distance in the studio.
Please welcome Mr. Snelson.
Yes, well, thank you for having me. I heard Mr. Ellis's podcast just now and it sounded really good, so a lot to live up to.
Alright, let's get into the questions.
Sounds good to me.
Welcome. You're the head teacher now, but other than the head teacher, what lessons or subject would you like to teach?
So, which subjects would I like to be teaching? Well, before I was a head teacher, I used to teach ICT and media, and I really enjoyed that and playing around with all the techie stuff and helping students learn that. So I did enjoy that. When I was at school, though, I really also enjoyed food technology and history. So probably one of those two subjects.
Pretty interesting.
I like that. Yeah, I do history. Okay, question 2. Now that you're head teacher, is it hard keeping track of everything you have to do?
Well, there is a lot to kind of keep track on, as you put it, but I'm really lucky being head teacher of the County High School Lethwich because I've got such a great team around me. So I've got a great senior leadership team, great team of subject leaders and year leaders, lots of really talented teachers and super support staff. So I'm really lucky and they certainly help me keep track on everything.
Well, that's quite good. I like the idea of a head teacher.
I do have to do one or two things myself, though.
It seems hard, though.
Question 3. Where would your dream place be, like, in the whole world?
What, to visit?
Yeah, or to, like, live, stay.
Oh, well, you see, I've never been to America, and I've nearly been a few times and was meant to be going in over half term, actually, and I've obviously had to cancel that. So I think it'd probably be America. I'd like to visit America, and I'd like to go across the country on a long road trip and kind of see all the bits that you don't see on films, that sort of thing. So yeah, probably America, I'd say to that one.
Fair answer, actually.
Yeah, that sounds good. I went to America once. Florida. And question 4. This question was made for you, basically. So after your assemblies, you play music a lot. So we were wondering, who's your favourite music artist, overall?
Oh, my favourite ever I'd have to say Oasis for that, because they were, when I was growing up, when I was probably around about your age, they were massive then. So they were the kind of the soundtrack to my teenage years and to my 20s. So I'd definitely say Oasis. And this microphone, I know you can't see it on the podcast, but I feel a little bit like Liam Gallagher looking up to this microphone at the moment.
That's quite good.
Question 5. What would you personally say, your best quality is as a person?
Oh, I always find these questions quite difficult because it's hard. You don't want to sound big-headed, but I think one thing I've always done, all while I was at school, so while I was a student and when I went to university and when I had a different job, is I've always worked really hard. So I think my best quality is that I work really hard. So at least at the end of the day, even when things haven't gone well, I think, well, I did my best, I worked really hard. So I'd say, yeah, hard working, I'd say my best quality.
That's good. I didn't expect you to answer that question so well. I would have found that hard as well. You did that well. Now, this is the question that you've been dreading. I know.
Oh, no, yeah, the dreaded 6th question.
The 6th question. So, are you ready?
I'm ready.
So, question 6. Have you ever cried at a film?
Oh, how to answer that? Do I answer it honestly or do I try and look tough? Of course I've cried at films. Of course I have. Which film makes me cry or has made me cry? Do you know a film that used to make me cry was Love Actually, which you probably heard of, the Christmas film. Until last year, when I started watching it again last year, and I realised that actually the characters in Love Actually are all horrible people. And all of a sudden it took all the magic away, so that was a bit sad really, but yeah, I'd say Love Actually in the past, but not anymore.
Oh wow. Any others, or is that the main one?
I'm going to just say that's the main one, and that's the only one is what I'm going to say.
I feel like that's a lie, but we'll go with that. Have you ever cried at a film, Devon?
Yeah. Not saying which, but I have.
I feel like it's probably a comedy one with you that you've cried at.
Just a fridge advert.
I cried at a Disney film called Fox and the Hound. That's the one that
the beginning of Up as well. Have you seen that film?
Oh yeah.
I mean that one. If anyone who doesn't cry at the start of that film, you've got to worry about them.
That is quite sad though, to be fair. Well,
makes your eyes a bit teary.
It does, doesn't it? Right, anyway.
I think that's it now, innit?
Sure is. This has been fun.
Bye.
Thanks for Stelson.
Well, thank you for having me.
Yeah, you've made us laugh, and so see you soon next week, episode 4. Should we tell them who we're having on next week, or should we keep it a secret?
Secret.
Should we? What do you think, sir?
I think you should give him a clue.
Oh,
It's a female teacher.
who teaches science?
Mystery.
Oh. Well, see you soon. Thanks, sir.
Bye.
Bye.
See ya.